don't need prayer to do God's work. You don't need prayer to do ministry. Part 3. John chapter 6 verse 28. Then they said to him, what shall we do that we may walk the works of God? There are things you and I need to do exactly the same works that God does. What is this requirement? That everyone called by the Lord, everyone sent by the Lord, what is it that we who claim to be called and sent by the Lord need to do the works of God? If you listen to many preachers, you hear many things that they think that you need. But what did Jesus say? Here we see that the people who wanted to do the works of God, the same works God does, came to Jesus, the one God sent. The head of the church, the owner of the church, the builder of the church. And they asked him, what is it that we must do? What shall we do that we may work the works of God? Jesus answered and said to them and to all, this is the work of God. This is what you have been asking me for. This is the fundamental requirement, the only requirement that you need to do the works of God. What is that? That you believe in him whom he has sent. If you believe in Jesus, you will hear what he says. If you believe in him who he has sent, you will take time to know his ways, what he wants done, how he wants it done, with what he wants it done, and you will follow his steps. It is sad, pathetic today that many who are in ministry are following men who are not following God. It's an error. My prayer is that you will not just hear this word, but take heed to what you hear. If not, shortly you won't be there. If you hear this word and you choose to toy with it, shortly you will not be there. Kira bara ekomata bahika malie kakurati kombrege fakwa talie mana kosopolia. What is the requirement for anyone who is called and sent of the Lord to do the same works as God? Jesus said, this is it, that you believe in him whom he has sent. In the book of Mark chapter 16 and from verse 15, after Jesus died and rose from the dead, he said to them, go into all the world, and preach the gospel to every creature, whether they are in the church or outside the church, in every nation and kindred and tongue and people. Go and preach the gospel. We only have one message to preach. It is called the gospel. Today people have all kinds of things: prosperity, healing, word of faith, and people have word of wisdom. People have all kinds of things. We only have one message. The owner of the church gave us only one message. This message has not been preached. So we have not done what we are called and sent to do. Only one message, going to all the world of sports, the world of ministry, the world of politics, the world of business, the world of academics, going to every system of the world, going to every nook and cranny of the world also. Go to every creature breathing on earth now with one message. Is called the gospel. Go and preach the gospel to every creature. So we have the message given to us by the sender, by the owner of the church, by the builder of the church. He who believes the gospel and is baptized shall be saved, will be saved, must be saved. But he who does not believe the gospel will be condemned. How can they believe what they have not heard? The reason why many people in the world and even in the church are suffering is because they have not heard the gospel. The gospel has nothing to do with what many are preaching today. This message is not on the gospel, but I will tell you as we proceed what the gospel is all about. In Revelation chapter 14 and verse 6, he said, this gospel, this everlasting gospel is unchanging, must be preached to all them that dwell upon the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. It must be preached to all. You don't change it. No, you don't have that power. But today, people say they hear from God and they change what we have been sent to preach with what they think the people need. It's an error. Verse 17. These signs will follow them who believe, not who pray. If you remember John 6, 28 and 29, the requirement is that we believe. Believe in him whom the Father has sent. If you want to do the works of God, you don't go and believe what you like or do what you think. You don't go and tell people what to do. Today, people tell you if you can fast from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m., 120 days, 150 days, maybe 1 year, maybe 7 days, maybe 3 days, you will have power. You will have what you need. You will conquer the devil. No. I tell us, Jesus sent the 12 disciples in Luke chapter 9, 1 to 6. He didn't give them the privilege of praying. They never learned how to pray. He never taught them to pray. He never asked them to pray. He gave them power and authority. And they went and preached everywhere. They hid everywhere. Come on. He called his 70 and sent them forth. Gave them power. He said, Satan has fallen with speed like lightning to this earth to scatter, to steal, kill, and destroy. Now I give you power. He never asked them to go and pray or to do anything like that. No, he gave them power. He sent them to go and tread on serpents and scorpions. He sent them with power. They didn't have to pray for power. Jesus knew the requirement to deal with the devil. Today, pastors, bishops, apostles, prophets, they tell you if you can pray like them, if you can fast like them. No, you don't need that for ministry. You don't need that to do the works of God. Jesus said, if you can believe, he said, these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name, they will cast out devils, not those that pray. Casting out devils is not dependent on your prayerfulness. No. If you don't have authority over the devils, you can't do a thing. With your fasting and prayer. Now look at Muslims. Look at Christians. Look at Buddhists. Some even pastors, some people, the Jews, they fasted anyhow. Were they able to cast out one devil? Not one. Under the old covenant, Moses fasted 40 days twice. Did he cast out devils from the people? No. Come on now, no. Did Elijah cast out devils? There was nobody ever born till Christ came and the church also was born that had power to cast out devils. Devils don't go by prayer and fasting. Devils go because you are authorized and sent. Until that happens, you are wasting your time fasting and praying. These signs shall follow them that believe. In my name, they will cast out devils. They will speak with new tongues, talk like God, and see results like God. He says, they will, if they drink, they will take up serpents. If they drink anything deadly, it will hurt them. He said they will lay hands on the sick and the sick shall recover. Not whether they have HIV, AIDS, or cancer, or leukemia. They will place their hands on the sick because they are empowered. It doesn't come by fasting. No. I said the 12 never fasted. The 70 never. It was in the 70 never fasted. It was in Luke chapter 11, not 9, not 10, not 8, not 6, not 5, not 4, but in Luke chapter 11, the disciples were taught to pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your Be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this our daily bread. Forgive us as you forgive us. Deliver. That's all. That's all. That's all. Jesus never demanded that they pray to do his work. No, he knew what he was giving. He gave them what they needed, and they went and did the work. The 12 hid everywhere. The 70 came back, accomplishing them, and he said, even the devils were subject to us in your name. They conquered everywhere. Not because of their prayerfulness, because they were empowered, authorized, and sent to do it. Not because of their prayer. So you don't need prayer to do the works of God. God does not need prayer to do his works. Jesus was sent by God. Jesus sent us to do the work, and whatever he says that we need is what we need. What do we need? That we might work the works of God. Faith in him whom God has sent. He has conquered the devil. He has spoiled powers and principalities. He has conquered sin. He has conquered everything. If he sends you, he must give you what you need to do the work. Listen, I'm not telling you what I think. If you hear me, you are hearing him. I'm not playing here. My prayer is that you will wake up. Jesus, after he commissioned them, went to heaven. And they went and preached everywhere. And the Lord was walking with them. The Lord was walking with them. And he was confirming the word through the accompanying signs. Why? Because they preached the word he gave them. And they did what he sent them to do. Today, what are you preaching? Is it the gospel? Every creature needs to hear the gospel. The poor, the sick, the captives, the blind, the deaf, the dumb, the ignorant, the illiterates, the educated, the rich and the poor, every nation, every kindred, every tongue, every people, everyone everywhere need to hear the gospel. Every creature need to hear the gospel. What are you preaching? Are you empowered? Are you authorized? Are you sent? Are you commissioned? If you are, then you must have what he had to do what he did. If you lack it, you can't work for him. You can't serve him. You can't do what he did. Ministry is not dependent on your prayers. That is why today so many who are not supposed to be in ministry have entered into ministry, because people have changed what God gave us and tell them if you can fast and pray. So many, they go and fast and pray, and once they pray and fast, whether they hear God or the devil, they come and qualify for ministry. Prayer and fasting has pushed many into ministry that have no business being in ministry. Listen, time has come. There will be sanity in the church. Watch me. You will hear. You will see. There will be, God, hear me. Time has come. There will be sanity in the church. Whether the devil likes it or not, there will be sanity in the church. Time will tell you. People who are not called, that are messing up things, they will be silenced and removed forever. Mark my words. Watch out. Time has come when judgment will begin from God's house. Those who are not called, impostors, all those who are causing havoc in the church, they'll be silenced as though they never existed. The big shots you think they are big shots, who are misleading the people, will never be there very shortly. And that's my case. May God help you. Ministry is his assigned work to those he has called. We are here to meet needs, and prayer and fasting is not the qualification for you to do ministry. You must believe in the one he has sent. Go and do what he said to do. Say what he said to say. Do what he commands to do. I tell you, if he has called and authorized you, results will follow. God bless you. See you again in the next part. Peace.